Now, if you want to scale your business while your body is on the brink of burnout, or you want to make sure you prevent it, there are some things that you can do. It doesn't mean an impending doom, because I went through the same sort of thing where I was forced to do all the scaling because I got the illness. Now, I'd much prefer that you actually act sooner and prevent the illness from coming on so that you can actually have everything, because what happens if you get sick is you scale it, but then you will still eventually lose it. You will not have the ability to be able to push quite so hard. You will not be able to think as clearly, and you will not be able to grow it as much as you would like it to. So there are some certain things you have to do. You've got to know that you are the weakest link in your business. Your health. If you are the one who cannot operate, then it will not be able to follow a leader who is unable to lead. So it's up to you to be in the best possible condition so that you can lead confidently within your business and be able to lead your team, show the different points of growth where it needs to be, set the KPIs, and make sure everyone stays on track on the way trying to get there. So can you make that work? Can you make that work in the condition that you are right now? Do you have the capacity to be able to lead? Do you have the capacity to be able to push? Or do you need to dial things back for a little bit and let your business consolidate for a while in order to be able to just plan what's next, know exactly what to do, maybe put the staff, the team around you who are going to be able to do what you need to do, and then step it forward from there. That's one of the big decisions you're going to have to make, because if you act too soon, you can overdo it and you can burn yourself out, or you can burn out the resources within your company by bringing on too many people too soon without having things ready to go. So you really need to make sure you've got a good quality plan and that you're in the right headspace to be able to make it work. So what about if we talk about a new you and an old you? So what if you could delegate all of the old you's jobs out to somebody else? Take you out of the operating role, and just so you are in some sort of a managerial leadership role. And you don't even have to be the manager. Oftentimes I find it better if you can have somebody else who can manage all your day-to-day stuff, and you can just be the owner, the visionary behind things, the one who is setting the tone of like, right, this is what we got to do next, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm working on behind the scenes. The main takeaway is, if you don't have to be there for the day-to-day and the business can run without you right now, that means you're in a perfect position to be able to allow this to grow. If not, find a way that you can replace you. Figure that out as your highest priority. If there is a way to be able to take you out of the equation, and yes, it's going to cost you some money, but remember that if you really want to grow and you don't want to destroy yourself, the last thing you want to do is add an extra 20, 30 hours a week on top of what you're already doing, because that is an absolute recipe for disaster. Whereas if you could take away 30, 40 hours a week and then just add your extra 20, 30 on top of that, well, you're at a break-even point. You're not going to be destroying yourself quite so much, and you are going to be in this position where you are relieved of your duties. And I mean relieved in many different senses of the word. Oh, thank God I don't have to do that anymore. I hated doing that thing. That job was always taking up so much of my time. I'm so glad I've got it off my plate. Often we don't even realize that we hate these jobs, or that they are dragging us down quite so much until they're taken away from us. So if you can handball that off your plate, that makes a whole difference. Not just to your energy, but also the clarity that you have to be able to lead. So what are the minimums that you need to be doing in order to keep you in a healthy place? So that could be eating a particular diet, or just eating well, compared to overindulging in junk food or alcohol or whatever that may be. It could be getting some exercise in every single day. It could be doing stress management techniques to be able to unwind from work so that by the time you get home, you can be present for your family, partner, whatever, or even just the point where you are done with work and you can switch off the work brain so you can actually sleep, or so that if you go out and socialize, you are actually able to be present and enjoy yourself. Getting some of these minimum standards in from the get-go is very important for just setting the tone for what you want to come. So if you are planning on this business being with you for the next 5 or 10 years, well, you really need to make sure you're looking after yourself, because in your 40s, in your 50s, things are going to happen. Health events are going to happen. Health crises. And they can come out of seemingly nowhere if you're not paying attention. But this is why I'm bringing this stuff up with you now, because I want you to realize that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. What are you going to do? How are you going to take action now to be able to protect your future, to be able to protect your business, to be able to protect your income, your family, all of those things. And that is what chasing your health is all about. If you prioritize your health, you are more likely to be able to hang on to everything and keep it all. If you do not prioritize your health right now, then there'll be a day that it's coming for you that something happens, and it could be cancer, could be a heart attack, could be stroke, could be some sort of anxiety attack which leads to more anxiety and uncertainty in your business. It could be depression grabbing a hold of you. It could be a relationship breakdown that just rocks you to the very core and challenges you, not just mentally and emotionally, but also on a financial level as well. So you've got to get to the point where you realize your health is your wealth. If you have all the money in the world and you lose your health, you will spend every cent to be able to get it back. And I know this to be true because I have lived this, and I am still on the tail end of that chase. And it is a very, very expensive, stressful, and not something that I would wish on anybody event. So you have to prioritize your health by doing certain things on a regular basis. You have to do these things whether you want to or not. If you do them, you are rewarded with more energy, less stress, a better social life, a more fulfilling life. But the hardest part is getting started. So if you have been neglecting this area of your life for some time, then getting started is going to be a bit of a challenge. To make that easier for you, I have set up a vitality audit so you can go and just see where you're at. 7 questions to assess where you're at and whether you need to do something about it. Now, if you score really well and it's not something that needs to be addressed right now, good for you, that's fantastic. But remember, it's coming for you. If you do not score very well, if you score in the low to the middle point of things, well, then it is certainly time for you to step up and take action. To make it even easier, once you've done the vitality audit, there are a few things in there that'll allow you to be able to just start tweaking things to get your energy coming up. And if you want a little bit more, there is a 14-day energy upgrade, which you can plug into your day-to-day life. It will take maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And after you have that implemented, it will give you the time back. And it'll give you the time back in terms of stress-free thinking, stress-free rest, a more relaxed brain. You'll feel more present with your family, your friends. You're able to switch the brain off at night. You're able to sleep a whole lot better. So there is a reward there. But like I said, the hardest part is getting started. So go to the link in the description and join our community there, grab their vitality audit straight away, and then when you are ready, plug into the 14-day energy upgrade. It's all free, and it's really just there to be able to set the tone to get you from a place of being stuck to a place of being confident for your future of your own health and also the future of your business. Talk soon.